right now the Penguins are 23-7-3 when you tally a point during the game. Do you feel like perhaps you're in one of those unique situations where you can help the team both defensively and offensively?
Yeah, I think so. I think from the position I play, it's I want to make sure that I don't get scored on first and foremost, because if I get scored on, then it's almost as if you got to make it up double, kind of. So I want to make sure that I'm good at my own end and I take care of my own end, and then everything else can be a real plus. And I think that's what I've been doing lately is taking care of my own end and trying to advance the puck, get our best players the puck, the forwards, and letting them score.
Okay. And now with the addition of Ethan coming into the locker room, the blue line's becoming a little bit crowded. And that's not necessarily a bad thing for the team. When there's extra guys like that, do you think it's any more difficult for you knowing perhaps you may have to sit a game, or someone that's been in the lineup may have to take a seat?
I really haven't thought too much about that, to be honest. But whenever you have another player come in, it's always good for the team. It's another weapon that we can use if so be, and that's what we're hoping for. If he can come in here and help us out, then I think everyone's going to be happy with that. It's whether or not gets a chance, gets an opportunity, and then see how he handles it and takes advantage of it. Obviously, we're hoping for a deep playoff run here, so we're going to be using everybody, and we're looking forward to it.
Okay. And when someone new comes in, like Parent did, or Ethan is now, would you say that there's an attempt from you guys that have been here to help acclimate them to the team, or as a fellow defenseman, something like that?
Yeah. I think everyone comes in here, and when you come in here, you're not as comfortable as you were in the last place. So it's important to try to put yourself out there and reach out a little bit further than he's going to reach, because he doesn't know anyone in here. So I think that's something that I like to do, is make sure that someone feels comfortable in here, because I know if I went somewhere else, I know how big of a deal it would be if someone went out of their way to make sure that I felt a little bit more comfortable, and it takes very little for someone to feel comfortable. So I think that's important. It goes in full circle there. If you're doing that, then someone else is going to do it for you, and there's positive vibes and good atmosphere.
And obviously, you want to play as many times as you can throughout the season. Would you say there's perhaps a silent competitiveness between the defensemen here, as to who's going to play and who who's trying to be the best? Not necessarily the best, but I'm trying to think of a way I can phrase the question that makes more sense. But perhaps like a competitiveness between you guys, even with an abundance of defensemen, I guess, per se.
I don't know if it's any different than it's ever been, really. We've been packed solid the whole year, so I think anyone that's in this dressing room is pretty much used to it. At the beginning of the year, we basically had a minor NHL team, so it couldn't be any more packed than that. And we played well during that stretch, and if anything, it's we're used to it, and we've had a pretty good season so far, and that's all we're worried about. We're not really worried about anything else.
Okay, good. Yeah. And as you may know, today's April Fool's. Any good pranks going on, perhaps, in the locker room?
I brought an iced coffee today with a straw, and it got tied up and down the bottom, so I couldn't suck out of it when I come out of the shower. So minor jokes, but I'll have to write it down for sure. I'm not going to forget that one.